you had an open adoption, and
I,
I find that so interesting to me. I did not have an open adoption. None of my kids have had open adoptions.
Mhm.
So maybe you could tell me a little bit about your story.
Yeah. Well, my parents were in their 40s, and so they went to an agency and they were told they were a little bit old. So they had a
Mm,
lawyer who told them, hey, reach out to everyone you know, reach out to friends, family, extended family, just everyone, let them know that you're open to adopting and see what happens. And they reached out to my mom's aunt, and she said, well, I have a friend who's 7 months pregnant down in Florida, looking for an open adoption. And so my parents flew down from DC to Florida and met my birth mother and my birth sister, who was 16 at the time, at a Olive Garden. And they
oh my
chat.
gosh.
And my mom said that she went back to the hotel room with my dad and said, I want that baby. And she
Oh.
just fell in love. They flew home, and then I was born in late August, and she spent about the whole month of August with my birth mother, connecting with her belly. And one of my favorite stories is she was in the delivery room with my birth mother, and when I was born, they swaddled me and handed her to my birth mother.
Mm.
And my understanding is my birth mother pushed me away and said, give her to her mom. And my mom was the first one to hold me. And it just, the selflessness, the connection that they had. And I actually recently heard my mom is currently visiting me right now. And she told me on this trip, we had gone to Vegas for my sister's wedding. And we were all sitting at this big table with all of her wedding party. And a guest had come up to my mom and said, so who are you? Because we don't hang around. We're not from the area. And my birth mother looked at her and she said, we are their mothers and they are our daughters. And my mom just said, it was so classy. It was so beautiful. I felt so warm because my birth sister was not adopted. My birth sister was raised by my birth mother, and we have different fathers. And then I was
Mm.
raised by my mom and dad. But I remember that. And I always remember sitting in the kitchen with my mom, calling my birth mother on Mother's Day. And my mom talking about me and saying, our daughter is so beautiful, our daughter. And I never felt fearful of talking about that. And she's never met my children. She's
What
never
a
met my husband,
gift.
but we text, we talk. She sent them birthday gifts.